Ever dreamed of hatching your own flock right at home but felt overwhelmed by the endless sea of incubator options? Today, we are cracking the code on the absolute best egg incubators on Amazon to ensure your hatching journey is a complete success. By the end of this list, you will know exactly which model is worth your hard-earned money and which features actually matter. Stick around until a number one pick, because it completely blew away my expectations with a feature you will not want to hatch without. 7. CluckRun Incubators. When I first unboxed this unit, I was immediately drawn to its compact design, making it an appealing option for those with limited counter space. It promises automatic egg turning and basic temperature and humidity controls. I set it up for a small batch of quail and chicken eggs to see how it handled different sizes simultaneously. The setup process was fairly straightforward, and the digital display lit up brightly, which initially gave me a sense of confidence in its operation. The automatic turning feature on the CluckRun is designed to gently rotate the eggs every 2 hours, mimicking the natural behavior of a broody hen. During my testing, I found that the turning mechanism did function as advertised, slowly shifting the eggs back and forth. However, the rollers felt a bit flimsy compared to higher-end models. I noticed that occasionally smaller eggs would slip out of alignment, requiring me to manually adjust them. This meant I had to keep a much closer eye on the process than I typically like with an automatic machine. When it comes to temperature management, this incubator boasts a built-in fan designed to distribute heat evenly across the entire chamber. While the center of the incubator held a steady temperature, my separate calibrated thermometers revealed noticeable cold spots near the edges. This inconsistency forced me to shuffle the eggs around daily to ensure they all received adequate heat. Furthermore, the humidity control is entirely manual, relying on a water channel system at the base. Adding water without disturbing the internal temperature proved to be surprisingly difficult due to the awkward placement of the fill hole. 6. CoInceptus Incubators. This model steps up the game slightly by offering built-in automatic monitoring and a more robust-looking exterior. I wanted to see if the upgraded monitoring actually translated to a more hands-off hatching experience, so I loaded it up with a dozen medium-sized chicken eggs. Out of the box, the CoInceptus feels sturdy and the digital interface is sleek, offering readouts for both temperature and humidity directly on the front panel. One of the heavily advertised features of the CoInceptus is its integrated alarm system, which is supposed to alert you if the environmental conditions drop out of the ideal range. In practice, this alarm is incredibly sensitive. While testing, the alarm triggered multiple times during the night due to minor, temporary fluctuations in room temperature. While it is good to have a warning system, the inability to easily silence or adjust the threshold made it highly annoying. The heating element itself struggles to recover quickly after the lid is open for candling. The automatic egg turner on the CoInceptus operates on a sliding tray mechanism rather than rollers. This actually held the eggs much more securely than our number 7 pick, which was a pleasant upgrade. However, the humidity control still leaves much to be desired. It uses a sponge-based reservoir system that dries out surprisingly fast. I found myself having to add water twice a day to keep the humidity levels high enough for the lockdown phase, which heavily defeats the purpose of an automatic incubator. For those utilizing this incubator in a classroom or a lively household, the 360-degree clear window is a fantastic feature. It allows everyone to watch the pipping and sipping process without needing to lift the lid and ruin the internal environment. 5. Yofidra Incubators. I was immediately impressed by the 360-degree viewing design, which is genuinely panoramic compared to the previous models. I tested this unit with a mixed batch of duck and chicken eggs to test its versatility. The setup was a breeze, and the instructions provided were actually clear and helpful, which is a rarity in this product category. The temperature control on the Yofidra is impressively stable. It utilizes a circular airflow system guided by a premium whisper quiet fan. I placed multiple thermometer probes throughout the chamber and found virtually zero temperature variance from the center to the outer edges. This completely eliminated the need for me to manually rotate the eggs' positions. Once I set the target temperature, the machine locked it in and maintained it effortlessly regardless of the ambient temperature in my testing room. The automatic turning feature uses a highly adaptable roller system. What I love about this is that the distance between the rollers can be adjusted to accommodate any egg size, from tiny finch eggs to massive turkey eggs. It rotates smoothly and consistently. For humidity, the Yofidra introduces an external water injection system. This means I could use the provided squeeze bottle to add water to the base without ever opening the lid, perfectly preserving the precious heat and humidity during those critical final days of incubation. Another outstanding feature is the built-in LED egg candler located right on top of the machine. During my tests, this proved to be incredibly convenient. Instead of buying a separate candling flashlight and moving the eggs to a dark room, I could simply place an egg on the light ring to easily check for vein development and embryo movement. This makes the Yofidra exceptionally useful for families and hobbyists who want an all-in-one workstation for their breeding projects. 4. APDOE Egg Incubators. This unit caught my eye with its promise of automatic water replenishment, a feature usually reserved for much more expensive commercial units. I decided to test this incubator's endurance by running it through a full 21-day chicken egg cycle, while intentionally spending less time monitoring it. Right out of the box, the build quality feels premium with thick, insulated plastic walls designed to retain heat incredibly well. The standout feature of the APDOE is undoubtedly its automatic water replenishment system. You simply attach a standard water bottle to the external base, and the incubator draws exactly what it needs to maintain the optimal humidity levels. During my entire 21-day test, I only had to swap out the water bottle once. This feature completely removes the anxiety of humidity drops, especially during the crucial lockdown phase when opening the incubator can be fatal to the chicks. It performed flawlessly. Temperature management is handled by a highly efficient silicone heating wire combined with dual turbo fans. This dual fan setup pushes warm air down the sides and up through the center, creating a gentle, uniform climate. My separate sensors confirmed that the heat distribution was perfectly even. The digital control panel is intuitive, allowing for precise adjustments down to the decimal point, ensuring that your eggs are incubating in the exact environment they require to thrive. The automatic turning tray mimics a hen's natural movements beautifully, tilting the eggs at a 45-degree angle every 90 minutes. This prevents the embryo from sticking to the shell membrane and promotes healthy development. The APDOE is perfectly sized for the serious backyard flock owner, comfortably holding up to 16 standard chicken eggs. The top cover is transparent, allowing for excellent visibility of the hatching process without sacrificing the unit's thermal efficiency. 3. Sailnovo Egg Incubator. Sailnovo has built a strong reputation in the homesteading community, and this particular model showcases exactly why. I wanted to push this incubator to its limits, so I loaded it with a large batch of 35 eggs, mixing different breeds. The sheer capacity of this unit combined with its sleek, modern aesthetic makes it a standout piece of equipment that looks and feels like a professional grade machine. The control panel on the Sailnovo is an absolute joy to use. It features a large, bright LCD screen that clearly displays not only temperature and humidity, but also an automatic countdown to your hatch day and a turning interval timer. This level of informational display is fantastic for keeping track of your cycle. The heating element is remarkably powerful, bringing the unit up to the target temperature in a fraction of the time it took the previous models, and holding it there with absolute precision. Sailnovo utilizes an advanced automatic humidification system that uses specialized water channels to regulate moisture evaporation dynamically. By simply adding water to the designated external ports based on the digital readout, I was able to maintain perfect humidity levels throughout the incubation and lockdown phases. The egg turner is a high-torque, slow-rotation system that gently rolls the eggs. It operates so silently that I had to visually check it a few times just to confirm it was working. What makes the Sailnovo incredibly practical is its modular design. The turning tray can be completely removed, transforming the spacious interior into a massive, flat hatching basket for the final 3 days. This gives the newly hatched chicks plenty of room to fluff up and move around without getting tangled in rollers or trays. 2. VEVOR Egg Incubator. VEVOR is known for producing heavy-duty equipment, and their entry into the incubator market is nothing short of exceptional. I tested this model with a valuable batch of heritage breed eggs, needing absolute perfection in environmental control. The build quality is phenomenal, featuring an ultra-durable ABS plastic construction that feels practically indestructible and offers superior thermal insulation compared to standard plastics. The crown jewel of the VEVOR Incubator is its highly advanced intelligent climate control system. It utilizes a precision PID controller, a technology often found in scientific laboratory equipment, to regulate temperature. This means the machine anticipates temperature drops and adjusts the heating element proactively, resulting in zero temperature swings. My independent logging thermometers confirmed a completely flat line of perfect temperature for the entire 21 days. It is genuinely impressive engineering. Airflow in the VEVOR is managed by an omnidirectional circulation fan that gently wraps every single egg in a perfect blanket of warm, humid air. The humidity control is fully automatic, utilizing a built-in water pump that precisely injects water onto a specialized evaporation pad as needed. I literally just filled a large external bucket, placed the intake hose inside, and let the machine handle the rest. The humidity stayed exactly at my program targets with zero manual intervention. This incubator is a dream for serious poultry enthusiasts and small-scale farmers. It comes with universal egg trays that easily slide to accommodate any egg size securely. The capacity is generous, easily handling 24 large eggs. Furthermore, the base features an easy-to-clean design with rounded corners, which makes sanitizing the unit after a messy hatch incredibly fast and hygienic. The transparent top provides crystal clear visibility, making it perfect for monitoring the action without disturbing the perfect internal climate. 1. Onsju Incubators. I had heard incredible things about this model, and after putting it through the most rigorous testing cycle yet, I can confidently say it exceeds all expectations. I ran a maximum capacity hatch of expensive, shipped eggs, which are notoriously difficult to hatch, just to see what the Onsju was truly capable of. From the moment I plugged it in, it was clear that this machine was in a league of its own. The feature that absolutely cemented the Onsju at the #1 spot is its dual power capability. Power outages are the ultimate nightmare for any hatch, but the Onsju seamlessly switches to a 12-volt battery backup if your main household power fails. During my test, I intentionally unplugged the unit, and it switched over instantly without dropping a single degree. This ultimate safety net, combined with a highly intuitive, full-color touchscreen interface, makes managing your hatch an incredibly premium experience. The environmental control is flawless. It features a 3D internal circulation system with dual brushless fans that operate in absolute silence. The temperature and humidity sensors are imported, high-precision instruments that calibrate themselves continuously. The automatic water refill system is flawlessly integrated, requiring no extra setup. Just attach the included reservoir, and the machine perfectly manages the humidity curve required for different stages of incubation. It creates a literal utopia for developing embryos. The Onsju is phenomenally versatile, equipped with multifunctional, highly adjustable egg rollers equipped with individual micro gears for butter-smooth turning. This prevents any jarring movements that could damage delicate blood vessels in the eggs. It is perfect for classrooms, iron breeders, and homesteaders alike.